Hi guys, welcome to the RAD Channel, the most rad place to be right now. Today, I'm going to be doing a short review on a popular play by William Shakespeare named Macbeth after the main character Focus. Before we get to that though, you might ask me, why would you choose to do a review on a play from like 400 years ago? Don't you like have anything more interesting to do? The answer to that is no, I do not. No, I kid. The actual reason is that I recently had to read up the play for a literary debate competition I attended a few days ago, and I thought it would be nice to share the thoughts I came up with during the process. Macbeth has a set number of characters who are centric to the plot. They include Macbeth himself, the protagonist, who turns out to be the antagonist of his own story in the end, his wife, Lady Macbeth, the King of Scotland, Duncan, Macbeth's best friend, Banquo. They never could really figure out how this guy's name is pronounced. The knight in shining armor, Macduff, and many more. There are three characters who set the play in motion, though, and these are the three nameless witches, servants of the goddess of magic Hecate. Yes, a Shakespearean play that involves Greek gods and goddesses. Haven't we seen this before? These three witches prophesied that Macbeth would become king, planting in his head the desire to take the crown for himself. Though he is reluctant at first, he is goaded into it by his wife, and he finally commits regicide, slaying King Duncan in his sleep. The horrors don't end there, however. After taking the crown, he spirals deeper and deeper into an endless pit of sin, and his end is truly tragic. It's sad. The play revolves around two themes that dominate throughout the story: destiny and betrayal. The theme of destiny stems from how Macbeth's desires are driven simply by a hollow prophecy told to him by three witches. By being told that he will become the King of Scotland, he does everything in his power to take and retain the crown. The theme of betrayal arises from how Macbeth turns traitor on King Duncan and kills him in his sleep. The play comes full circle in the end, however, repaying Macbeth for his karma. And so, if I was asked how much I would rate Macbeth on a scale of 1 to 10, the plot heavily relies upon an unexplained prophecy presented by three witches. While this isn't in itself a bad way to go about it, the fact that this empty foretelling sets the rest of the play in order and triggers a series of catastrophes makes the story seem a little hollow. The characters themselves are quite well written, as every one of the central characters has a distinct personality, and there is a clear development of character across the five acts. In terms of readability, Macbeth is considerably easier to understand than most of Shakespeare's other plays. I wouldn't recommend this to a first-timer to Shakespearean literature, but to someone who's at least a little accustomed to it, Macbeth would definitely be a must-read. Disclaimer, these ratings are based on a purely personal system of scoring. Yeah, I had to add that in. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope this literary review on Macbeth was interesting enough to tempt you into reading it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the RAD channel and do check out my other videos. Stay rad, everyone!